Paula Tisch. I was born and raised in Minnesota. You can probably hear it in my O's. I can't get rid of it. I love the Green Bay Packers. I have raised 4 sons to be fairly responsible adults. I am blessed enough to be able to start a new career in my 50s, and I love it. Today I want to tell you a little bit about my grandma. So I grew up in a divorced home where my dad had full custody of us. So we saw my mom every other weekend, Wednesday nights, and lived with my dad. And because of this very strange situation for the 1970s, my grandma became a very influential woman in my life. Unfortunately, when I was 20, my dad passed away, and my sister and I were left without a home to return to. It's a weird thing when you're in your 20s and you don't have any place to go back to. You know, people in college, they go home for the weekend. You're in the military, you go home for something. We didn't have that anymore. It was gone. I think that that's what triggered me to be constantly wanting to make a space that felt good. And my grandma is the person who taught me what that feels like, what home feels like. She taught me how to embroider and bake and cook. Always, the night before, she would put out plates on the breakfast table with a cup in the middle for your juice. I don't know why it was in the middle of the plate, but it was always there. So when you got up in the morning, there's your little plate and your cup ready for you. She was something else. She was a strong, independent, wise woman who understood life and family and home. And I was lucky enough to learn from her. And that is what I take into my real estate business. That is what I want for you. I want to help you to find that space that gives you that feeling of belonging and home. I want you to love where you live. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart.